Hey, guys. Welcome to the Focused and Fulfilled podcast with the Busy Boss Mamas. I'm Stephanie Mitchell. This is Crystal Borgeson. We are a sister team, and we help busy moms to get control of their health and their habits and their mind so that they can feel more focused and fulfilled in their life in every area. We have been talking in the last couple episodes about our upcoming free 5-day challenge to help busy moms crush their cravings for bad food.
Yeah, well, and their sugar
cravings.
cravings and whatever it is your junk food craving is, to not only like overcome it sometimes, but to not have those constant cravings,
Right.
especially as I'm thinking about like overwhelmed pantry days, because I'm an overwhelmed pantry eater.
Yeah, and we've been coming to this, gone through this thought process with these cravings being super relevant because we find that when we are not on top of it with our food, it affects us so much in our productivity and in the way how much fulfillment we feel in general. Like we feel when you feel like crap, I feel like when you're feeling like crap about your body and about your food, I don't know about you, but I think about it like nonstop.
I have a hard time focusing, and sometimes if
Yeah.
I'm having a really bad day, it starts a cycle. It starts the cycle of I'm feeling really bad, and then I'll eat something that I know is going to make me feel bad because I feel bad for myself, and so I'll have that dang tortilla. And or I'll tell myself it's not going to be that bad. It's just one tortilla. I must make that. It's got to be in my mind. It's just anecdotal evidence. And then I'll be in a bad mood. And then the mood just gets worse and worse and worse throughout the day. And before I know it, after dinner comes around, and after dinner is one of those times, we all have those times where we know that we're going to pop into the pantry for something,
Or the freezer.
or the freezer or the fridge or whatever it is or the liquor cabinet, whatever it is that your thing is. And I get in the pantry and I always want something soft and squishy and sweet. I always want something like that, or a piece of good chocolate.
Right. So we want to help be able to get over these cravings, and not just from a willpower standpoint or get your act together, like come on, just gut through it. Like what is it? There are certain things that cause this cycle of cravings and emotional negativity and all this stuff. And
mostly all of the overeating is emotional.
And everything, all of our behavior is driven by emotions and habits, right? And we train our brain for the way that we feel, and certain things that we do release like that happiness hit, right? The dopamine rush, that
endorphins.
Yes, that makes us want to seek that behavior again because you want that hit, you want that hit, you want that hit. And there's lots of different things that do it. We all know this, and we know that food's one of them. But one of the things that we were talking about today is how one of the really challenging things with food, and I'd say alcohol too, is
well, one of the bottom lines with it, I guess, is that what the whole habit comes from in general is, well, because I had asked her earlier, what do you think makes us want to do that? I mean, we could talk about habits and all this stuff from the brain and hacking and stuff, but where did it come from? And it's because we celebrate.
Yeah.
We celebrate with food and drink.
And
since human time began.
Right. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I mean,
no,
but what celebrations are there without food? It's like
4th of July just happened, and we all went to a barbecue, and if you didn't go to a barbecue, somebody got a pie, apple pie, a la mode.
Like all the desserts, like the
potato chips when you go to the beach.
Yeah. All the snacking, camping food, and I mean, birthdays and, what's your favorite meal? I mean, that's in our family, the kids get to choose what dinner they have on their birthday and what kind of cake do you want? All the things. It's so we associate. When we associate a behavior in our brain and a behavior and the celebration, that creates a feeling, those are where these habit loops are even just more ingrained and more ingrained. So we are programmed as humans to associate food with celebration. And how do you feel when you celebrate?
So good.
So good. We always have to go back to the emotions
and we all spend, I mean, heck, for Thanksgiving and stuff and Christmas, we spend months and weeks planning the menu and planning it all out and the serving of somebody. And when we're in a bad place, I just want a little celebration to myself.
Yeah.
I've had a hard day. I
it.
deserve a celebration.
Yeah. I deserve the chocolate, or I
Yeah.
deserve a glass of wine.
It's only a tiny, small celebration, and it's a pity me celebration.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, you're getting like the sugar hit, which sugar in itself is addictive as a substance anyway.
Your brain likes it. It's very, very accessible to it, and it immediately releases
right
sugar rush endorphins and all that stuff. However, it does a number on the rest of your body.
Right.
Like it causes a lot of inflammation. It causes a lot of like sugar spikes, which make your body age. And we've talked about that kind of stuff.
Right.
In the past. Like it's just so bad to have so much sugar. And alcohol does it too.
Right.
Sugar, simple carbohydrates, all the good things.
All the good things.
All the good things. Because munching in a carrot when I'm in a bad mood is just not the same.
Just doesn't do it.
It's not the same.
It doesn't do it. So that's what we're talking about in our upcoming Crush Your Cravings challenge. It starts next week. It's a free challenge where we're going to talk about not just the sheer willpower of getting over your cravings, but from a physiological standpoint, from a mental standpoint, your brain, your feelings, all the things that are happening that cause you to crave, and what happens when you do eat, and how you can get yourself to where it's a lot easier to manage those things. And also like addressing some of the issues of what makes it hard to eat healthy in your family, and also how much harder it is to drop pounds. Like a lot of us, like maybe you don't have like 50 pounds you want to lose. Maybe you do have 50 pounds you want to lose, but maybe you're just like, dang it, if I could just like, why is my body hanging on so hard to these 5, 10, 15 pounds? It just won't let go the way it did 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of us aren't even eating differently than we used to.
Right.
And it's like packing on, which is hard, which is something I've noticed. I never had a hard time with weight gain, but now I have to be very cognizant of like when I'm eating and things like that. I can't just munch on things. But also, once we get you and help you get back to this foundation of emotions and your cravings under control, like that just makes you feel so good, and it can really help you alter your other habits. It's a keystone habit, which we've talked about keystone habits a lot before. And this is like a super big keystone habit that has changed so many people's lives in so many different ways. Like if for whatever reason, when you get your like these types of cravings and things under control, and you can really manage this one little thing, people's jobs get better, their relationships grow, their self-worth grows, their emotional health just expands exponentially. So that's why we've really wanted to talk about this, because it plays such an emotional role, what we stuff in our pie hole.
Yeah. And your overall feelings of fulfillment, right? Which is what we want ultimately, is to feel fulfilled. As moms, we want to feel fulfilled in our life. So check it out. Check out the Crush Your Cravings challenge at www.busybossmama.com/cravings. Like I said, it's free. Starts next week, Tuesday, July 11th, and we'd love to have you join us. So thanks for listening, and we will talk to you next time, guys. Bye.